Yeah, stage wavy, we ride on the floor. Came from the top, now we headline the show. Lights flash, pyro, blow the crowd go crazy. Champion energy, you know we stay wavy TV, making history.
Ooh, let's talk about 3 possible opponents for Brock Lesnar at this year's WrestleMania 42. Paul Heyman and Brock Lesnar came out last week on Monday Night Raw and said that there is going to be an open challenge for a future opponent for Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania 42. So number one, and this is the most obvious one, bro. This is the one that realistically is most likely going to happen. And unfortunately, it's Gunther. Okay. In the past year, Gunther has retired John Cena, AJ Styles, and Goldberg. This guy is, he's being positioned as the biggest heel in the company. A lot of people in the WWE, they feel like Gunther is going to be the next major heel star, even though Gunther is already 40 years old, right? But it makes sense, bro, because, Gunther, he doesn't really have anything going on right now, man. He doesn't really have any major plans for a WrestleMania match. He just got done facing Dragon Lee last night on Monday Night Raw. And, who else is Gunther going to face at WrestleMania 42? He doesn't have a title. He's not in a major feud with a big star that's really going to bring eyes to watch his match at WrestleMania. So it only makes sense to put him in a match with a Brock Lesnar. And let's be honest, guys, I know a lot of people don't like Brock Lesnar because he was involved in a Vince McMahon situation, but Brock Lesnar is still a big name in the WWE. He's still one of the top stars in the WWE. When Brock Lesnar is wrestling, people want to watch it because they know Brock Lesnar is going to, 9 times out of 10, whoever he's in the ring with, he's going to dominate them and whoop their ass. This guy went over there to the UFC, became a heavyweight champion over there. And since he's come back to the WWE, he's pretty much been destroying everybody, right? There's a select few people that could say that they actually pinned Brock Lesnar clean, right? Drew McIntyre, Roman Reigns, right? You can't probably name 5 people that have pinned Brock clean since he's come back to the WWE from the UFC. So if Gunther could get a win over Brock Lesnar, I mean, that would just solidify, what they want Gunther to be, whether the fans believe it or not. Even though the fans, they don't really care for Gunther, if Gunther pins Brock Lesnar, that is a good look for Gunther. So it makes sense. Plus, like I said, Gunther, he's currently not even in the feud to really position himself for a big match at WrestleMania. So, it makes sense. Let's move on. Number 2, LA Knight. Okay. Every chance that LA Knight has gotten to put himself in position to have a match for the WWE Championship or the World Heavyweight Championship, he's come up short, right? He was eliminated out of the Elimination Chamber by Logan Paul, which is just embarrassing, right? He got eliminated from the Royal Rumble. He's lost the last 2 Money in the Banks. And this is a guy that has the potential to be the biggest babyface in the company. Like what Cody Rhodes is right now, if LA Knight was booked like how Cody Rhodes is booked, LA Knight would be a solidified superstar. We want to see, us WWE fans, we all want to see LA Knight win. But obviously, Triple H doesn't like LA Knight. We seen on that episode of Unreal where, Triple H was calling out LA Knight in front of everybody because he made a mistake. LA Knight looked like he was about to cry or looked like he was about to crash out and put hands on Triple H. And Triple H, unfortunately, there's something about LA Knight that he just doesn't like, okay? He doesn't feel like LA Knight deserves to be in a position to be a major world champion right now. And with Triple H's long-term booking, it's probably not going to happen anytime soon. So, if LA Knight could secure a match at this year's WrestleMania against Brock Lesnar, it's a good look, especially if LA Knight could win the match. That would help get rid of how Triple H has done such a shitty job at booking this guy. If you could have LA Knight have a very good entertaining match with Brock Lesnar and LA Knight somehow wins the match, that would help us get rid of the fact that this guy was just written off of TV a couple months ago. You guys remember that? You guys remember when the Vision just beat the crap out of LA Knight and wrote him off of TV and we didn't see him until the Royal Rumble? If he could beat Brock Lesnar, we would forget about that, bro. Because like I said, you really can't name too many people in the recent past couple of years that have beaten Brock Lesnar. So this is something that would help LA Knight's character. It would help us, take LA Knight's character more serious again. And that could definitely put him in position to fight for another title shot. You know what I'm saying? So LA Knight's number 2. Now, number 3. And this is the opponent that I would like to see Brock Lesnar face at WrestleMania 42. I feel like this is what makes the most sense to me. And that is Abomination Femi versus Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania 42 would be incredible, bro. Because this is the one guy that's on the main roster that actually looks like he could possibly beat up Brock Lesnar in real life. Everybody else, bro, it's just not really realistic, right? Like Roman Reigns is another one. But when you talk about height, when you talk about mass, when you talk about strength, right? Pause. Femi versus Brock Lesnar, bro. It's just a perfect matchup. Kind of reminds me of Bobby Lashley versus Brock Lesnar. You know what I'm saying? But, bro, I mean, they're similar in height. It just makes sense, bro, especially due to the fact that Femi just moved up to the main roster. They're clearly booking him to pretty much just squash everybody, right? Like he squashed the War Raiders. He just embarrassed Rusev last night. You know what I'm saying? He picked up, bro, this dude picked up Rusev, who was extremely strong and muscular. Bro, he picked up Rusev last night like he was a little baby, bro. You know what I'm saying? He squashed Kit Kat, Cat Williams Wilson. He squashed The Miz. But Femi ain't gonna squash Brock Lesnar, okay? If these dudes were to have a fight at WrestleMania, they're gonna be going back and forth, and that's exactly how it should be booked. But if Femi, even if he loses to Brock Lesnar, remember, John Cena said last year that Brock Lesnar is planning on retiring this year at SummerSlam in his hometown. So I wouldn't be mad if Brock Lesnar beat Femi at WrestleMania this year. Just make the match competitive, right? Just make it look like either guy's gonna win, and then you put Brock over. And then come SummerSlam, right? Have Femi versus Brock Lesnar 2, which would be the rematch. And then for Brock Lesnar's final match, you would have Femi win, and he would retire the beast, Brock Lesnar, okay? So hopefully that could happen, but unfortunately, guys, we got to be realistic. We all know how Triple H books guys like Femi, right? We don't got to get too deep into it, but realistically, guys, even though Triple H himself has compared Femi to Brock Lesnar, do we honestly believe that Triple H is going to allow Femi to retire Brock Lesnar? I mean, guys, he didn't even let Bobby Lashley beat Brock Lesnar. So why should we believe that he's gonna let Femi, who's only 27 years old, just moved up to the main roster, why should we believe that he's actually gonna do that? There's a much higher possibility that he's gonna have Gunther retire retire Brock Lesnar than Femi. When the fans, I think we all would agree, we much rather see Femi retire Brock Lesnar than Gunther's boring ass. So with that being said, those are my 3 picks. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Who do you guys want to see Brock Lesnar face at WrestleMania 42? Let me know in the comment section. Make sure y'all subscribe, thumbs up the video. It's your boy Wavy. I'm out.